Linus Tech Tips coverage of CES 2014 is brought to you by NCIX.com, your source for great technology, selection, and service, along with Corsair Memory and Western Digital. It's part one of our Razer Suite coverage. This is the general overview of the new stuff that they're showing off. So there's, of course, their Adaros line of headphones and in-ears. So we have the creatively named Adaros in-ears. These ones actually go up your butt. No, I'm just kidding. They go in your ears. If you put them up your butt, not only will they not sound very good, but they will be seriously not green anymore, which is a real problem. So these are aimed more for not necessarily just gamers, but also music enthusiasts, and that's where you'll get into the naming of some of these other products as well. So they're going to have a DJ model that's not here, so obviously that's not just aimed at gamers unless you happen to moonlight as a DJ as well. So the idea behind those is they're extremely comfortable, they isolate noise, so obviously there's some overlap between the needs of gamers and the needs of DJs, so it's a bit of a natural move for them, but unfortunately we can't show you that right now. But what we do have are the Adaro stereos. So these are a lightweight two-speaker system based on the name. Once again, very, very creative, Razer. Thank you very much for that. As always, they're lightweight, beautiful, robust feeling, and these guys are just masters of industrial design. In spite of the fact that the headband is a little bit on the thin side for me, the fact that it has nice supple cushioning and the fact that they're so lightweight means that they're not uncomfortable. Next up, we've got the Bluetooth Adaros, which creatively named so because it has Bluetooth. So that is once again them just really going out on a limb, trying to confuse their customers, making it as difficult as possible to find exactly the right Adaros. These are very similar looking to the Adaro stereo, but the key difference here is they are, of course, Bluetooth controlled and wireless. So they feature an onboard battery. Once again, beautiful industrial design, and considering the fact that they're battery powered, they're really not that much heavier than the regular stereo SKU, which is impressive. That's one of the problems that I've personally had with Bluetooth headphones in the past, most notably the Parrot Zeeks, which are incredibly cool and a great piece of technology, but unfortunately are extremely heavy. Next up, we've got something that I have been asked to say this, okay, so I have to be very clear. It is not a smartwatch. It is not a fitness band. It is a smart band. And I promise to say that as unironically as possible, but I don't think I got away with it. Anyway, this is the Nabu, and it's a fairly uniquely positioned product, hence the reason that they're saying it's not a smartwatch and it's not a fitness band. What it is it is a bit of a communication device. It could be a gaming device in the future. You could play tag with it. You could use it to integrate with something like Facebook, for example, share contact information with people when you meet them, because it does have an accelerometer, as we might expect from something that's expected to act as, you know, a sleep monitor, a fitness tracker, and all those usual things you might expect from a fitness band, but it's a little bit smarter than your typical fitness band, hence the smart in the name. And I'm not being ironic this time, in that it has a couple of displays that allow you to see notifications, much like you would with a smartwatch, and of course you can read the time on it as well, but again, you know, we don't want to get stuck in this smartwatch functionality thing. So it has one on the top, and the idea behind it is whether it's for gaming and you're trying to slip away from the table because you just got a message on comms or an email or a text or whatever else, it's about subtlety. So you get one notification on the top, which might be in the form of a little envelope for an email, for example. Then you have an additional screen on the bottom. So you'd flip your wrist around and you'd be able to read your text, get your message, and then finish your food quickly and get away to your gaming PC where it's time to join a League of Legends match or whatever else the case may be. So it's going to come in two different sizes, each of which includes a spacer. So the idea is that even though this very obviously engineering sample one that I'm wearing, which is, you know, hideous and obviously too big for me, so even though this one's too big, don't worry guys, there will be different sizes and it's not expected to be a one-size-fits-all. Now the reason, again, that it's not being positioned as a smartwatch is that not everyone wants a smartwatch. Some people want a watch as a fashion accessory, and this is meant to coexist with a watch as opposed to replace it, even though, once again, it has the functionality of being able to tell time if you so desired. Now, we don't have an MSRP for it yet, but we're expecting a $49.99 developer kit to be available at some time in the near future here. So I think, especially at that price point, it's going to be worthwhile for folks to get their hands on it. And why would they need a developer kit, you might ask? Well, because there's already a rudimentary app that allows you to see things like your, you can see the device, you can see your notifications, your fitness, and all that stuff. But yes, an app marketplace where there's Twitter and Facebook as some suggested apps, but Razer is leaving things very open to other folks to develop new functionality for their smartband. So thank you very much for checking out this video in Razer's suite. Remember, our trip to the show was powered this year by NCIX.com, your source for great technology selection and service, as well as Corsair Memory and Western Digital.